everyone. Yes, so Millennials, 1995. That's correct, isn't it? Yes, excellent. Thank you. Donald Trump is in fact a millennial. Now, I know you might be sitting there thinking he looks a bit old to be a millennial, but he's got a lot of opinions. He thinks highly of himself, and no one really likes listening to him. A millennial. Now, millennials, while they can have some negative sides to them, they're also people too, okay? And what you need to do is look past some of the opinions and really look to their placenta, because that's where you find a true millennial. That's where they are. It's hiding underneath it all, and that's where their true depth of character is. It's something that, can be quite confronting when you meet them. But if you go there, sometimes they'll give you a reaction where you just shouldn't do it. But, sometimes people appreciate that, and getting to know someone is a big part of understanding truly where they've come from. Now, millennials, they're from around the world, okay? Everywhere. God made them like he made everybody else. Again, it's a surprise really with millennials, but God truly made them in his own image. God, again, is very opinionated. But there's also a darker side, okay? There's a darker side to the millennial, and you need to be careful. If you pour water on a millennial, they can turn into a clown with claws. Now, millennials love to think that they're really important people. Okay, and they'll be like, oh, look at me, I'm really busy, I've got a coffee, and, I've got to go somewhere, and I'm gonna have to go and do something. Whoa. Busy, 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 busy. Now, the good thing you can tell, obviously, is being a straight white male, I'm an expert on everything, including other people's lives. So I'm very good at being able to put myself in the shoes of a millennial and truly understand them from the inside. I like to think that a millennial is like a light bulb. You can switch it on and you can switch it off. Okay? And that can be tough sometimes. If you give that moment to the millennial, they can be there and they might want to send you to sleep. Okay? Because they love to talk about themselves, but they are special people. They're special people who need to be given that moment to shine, to grow, because they're only young. Okay? They're only young and they need that love and support. Now, sometimes millennials will shit on you. We've all been there. You're out in the park, a millennial comes over, sits on you and shits on you. It's okay, okay? This is a sign of love and affection. It's like the birds and the bees, okay? If a bird comes over and shits on you, it's lucky. If a millennial comes over and shits on you, it's twice as lucky. Now, one of my favourite stories about a millennial is when I met one for once. I was shocked. They truly exist. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get over myself. I then tried to grab their placenta. That went down badly. So I would reconsider that advice earlier on, and that's a good move. And one of the things about millennials is they are super powerful, okay? They are truly powerful people. They understand how things work, like Periscope. I don't understand Periscope. They understand things like Snapchat, but they're also super fastidious. They've cultivated their brand, they've cultivated their online piece, and they're very clear about what they look like and how they want to look. They get just the right selfie angle. Everything about them is immaculately conceived. So what you need to think about with a millennial is that, they were conceived by people once. Okay? And then they just propagated and propagated. People like this. People, who you might not expect to see, but they actually conceived and created something. Something that became bigger than all of us and will threaten to destroy all of us. You've heard about AI. But really, millennial baby penises are the thing that we need to be scared of. Terrifying. I know. Just wipe that from your minds. But what you also need to bear in mind with any millennial is a stimulus. Because if you give them a stimulus, they're going to be happy to talk about it, okay? They're going to be happy to talk about themselves. If you can just give them that question, what do you do? I'm sure you will have no shortage of conversation. And if nothing else, you can always try a good handshake with a millennial. They're not into touching. But if you can introduce them to that centuries-old art form, you might make a friend. Thanks, everyone.